soiling well for toil. Our home is goodbye sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage of birds Australia fair. In joyful strains, and let us sing of birds Australia fair.
Please be seated. Presiding Chancellor, graduates, guests and members of the UTS community, good afternoon and welcome. I'm Associate Professor Jan McLean, Director of the Institute for Interactive Media and Learning. Graduations are one of the university's most important events, and we are delighted to resume ceremonies in 2022. I would now like to introduce you to the people who are here on the stage. Seated at the centre of the stage is Emeritus Professor Bruce Millthorpe, who will preside over this ceremony. The Emeritus Professor is joined today by Professor Ben Lahunt, our occasional speaker, Professor Bill Purcell, Head of TD School, and Professor Bromlin Dalton, Head of Department Management in the Management Discipline Group of the UTS Business School, who will be presenting graduates. The other people seated on the stage are professors, academic and professional staff from faculties and institutes who have played such a large part in the success of today's graduates. I would also like to acknowledge and congratulate members of staff who are amongst today's graduates, James Yoakum and Nicola Panopoulos. I would also like to say it's a particularly special ceremony for me because my daughter is graduating. It now gives me great pleasure to invite Professor Bruce Millthorpe to formally open proceedings.
Just got to find the right piece of paper. In the name of the Council, I declare this congregation of the University of Technology, Sydney, duly assembled. On behalf of the University of Technology, Sydney, before we begin proceedings, and on behalf of all of those present, I would like to acknowledge and pay respect to the traditional owners of the land on which we meet, the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. It is upon their ancestral lands that UTS stands. Similarly, I would like to pay respects to the elders, both past and present, acknowledging them as the traditional custodians of knowledge for this place. In this graduation ceremony, we will celebrate the conferral awards upon graduates from the TD School and the UTS Business School. Today's ceremony marks a great achievement for the graduates and recognises the support which they have received from family and friends, many of whom are here today. We warmly welcome you, and together we celebrate the achievements of the graduates. Completing a degree is a significant achievement in anyone's life, and we should never underestimate the sacrifices made and the hard work undertaken that has led you to today. We will celebrate with each graduate as they cross the stage, but perhaps we could commence our celebrations by congratulating our candidates. Congratulations. On behalf of the university, I would particularly like to express our appreciation for the patience of all of today's graduates, families and friends in waiting out the pandemic to attend this special milestone event. It has been a difficult 2 years for people in all corners of the globe, and today we acknowledge the impact on our UTS community and celebrate our resilience. We are delighted that you are here today, and we hope it will be a memorable occasion for you all. Graduation is as important to family and friends as it is to graduates, and indeed the university. So, on behalf of all of us at UTS, and in concert with our graduates, I would like to say thank you to the family members and friends joining us today for all of your support during the learning journeys of these graduates. Graduates, please can you let them know how much we appreciate their support. I wish to say a couple of things to our graduates. Graduation is a turning point in your life, and today you have graduated from a world-leading university of technology and Australia's #1 young university. At UTS you gained much knowledge, learnt many new skills, realised how to communicate your ideas, and discovered how to work effectively with others. For some of you, that occurred in an international context. But for all of you here today, graduating from UTS marks your emergence as a global citizen. You will be held in high esteem thanks to the high-quality education you have received with us here at UTS. Please remember that with pride. Life beyond UTS will bring you both opportunities and challenges. You will encounter many such opportunities as you start or continue in your careers, and you may well enjoy exciting prospects across the world as borders open again. More importantly, you will have opportunities to influence lives and the quality of those lives across the globe. Equally, the challenges that you face after graduation have never been greater. Scrutiny and expectation from society is high and will only increase with time. So I would like to leave you with 2 guiding principles. The first of these is to use your knowledge and skills for the very best interests of humanity, including for the future generations. Because the future depends on all of us using our talents for the benefit of the world and its communities in which we live our lives. Your contribution will ensure a more prosperous, inclusive and sustainable society for people everywhere. I ask you, as UTS graduate, to ensure that you leave the world in a better state through your efforts and contribution. And the second thing I would ask is that you always remember throughout your career to maintain the highest professional and personal integrity. I have no doubt you will face, as all of us do, many ethical dilemmas and challenges, personally and professionally. I ask you all, as UTS graduates, to remember to maintain your professional pride, because this is essential if your integrity and the worth of your UTS education is to be maintained. In large part, you have the efforts and ethics of the many UTS graduates who came before you to thank for the university's reputation. Likewise, you share that obligation to maintain this reputation for the UTS students of today and the graduates of tomorrow. Please keep in mind these guiding principles at all times and make yourselves, your families, and your university proud of you. Finally, I also want you to continue to enjoy the benefits of an ongoing relationship with UTS as your university. Stay connected with this world-class institution and stay curious. This will not be the end of your learning journey with us in the years ahead. In the meantime, know that today you join a group of over 245,000 UTS alumni around the world in various professions. Your alumni office will be your lifelong connection to UTS, no matter where your careers and lives take you. On behalf of the Council of the University of Technology, Sydney, I congratulate all of our UTS graduates on their achievements in obtaining the awards for which they have qualified. Congratulations, UTS graduates. I now invite Professor William Purcell, Head of the TD School, to present graduates.
Emeritus Professor Millthorpe, I invite graduates in the TD School to stand. Emeritus Professor Millthorpe, the UTS Council has resolved that candidates recommended to it by the school board in TD School as eligible for awards have completed all requirements of a course of study approved by the board and has conferred these awards upon them. Emeritus Professor Millthorpe, I now present those graduates from the TD School who are here before you to acknowledge the awards for which they are qualified.
On behalf of the Council of the University of Technology, Sydney, I congratulate graduates on their achievements in obtaining the awards for which they have qualified.
Graduates, please be seated. Emeritus Professor Millthorpe, we will now present to you our coursework graduates receiving awards today.
The following students have graduated with a Master of Animation and Visualization: Philippe John Amaro. Adelaine Baltazar. Jason Patrick Kapili. Joshua David Luther Cole. Maria Sol Cutrera. Sébastien Dutoit. Matt Jevris Fajardo. Elizabeth Haddonfeld. Marina Iqbal. Hernan Luzzardo. Samantha Ma. Alexandra Anaïs Marie Moulard. Naomi Raquel Gapassin Kerr. William James Terry. Eloise Trewatha. Master of Data Science and Innovation, Jack Michael Galati. Kirsty Muras. Anne George Pellaire. Claudia Rocio Silva Cabrera. Werner Schott. Somadevi Sinayan. Ginny Thomas. Bachelor of Creative Intelligence and Innovation, Honours with First Class Honours, and Bachelor of Communication, Creative Writing, Alexandra Louise Moulis. Bachelor of Creative Intelligence and Innovation, Honours with First Class Honours, and Bachelor of Science in Environmental Sciences, Claudia Cecilia Ann Pillon Summons. Bachelor of Creative Intelligence and Innovation Honours with First Class Honours and Bachelor of Communication, Social and Political Sciences, Isabella Bowdler. Bachelor of Creative Intelligence and Innovation Honours with First Class Honours and Bachelor of Communication, Public Communication, Caitlin O'Brien. Bachelor of Creative Intelligence and Innovation Honours with Second Class Honours and Bachelor of Communication, Social and Political Sciences, Yuna Nam. Bachelor of Business with Distinction, Bachelor of Creative Intelligence and Innovation, Catherine Alvarez. Hannah Bindi. Alexandra Broad. Sandrine Gabriella Foskett. Lara Giles. Marissa Motzos. Alexander Naev. Harriet Elizabeth Smith. Samantha Stack. Deborah Joy Wilson. Bachelor of Business with Credit, Bachelor of Creative Intelligence and Innovation, Imogen Karp. Aaron Paul Konstantakis. Tiana Electra Stouraidis. Bachelor of Communication, Digital and Social Media, Bachelor of Creative Intelligence and Innovation, Nicholas Hurrell. Bachelor of Communication, Journalism, Bachelor of Creative Intelligence and Innovation, Jack Henry. Rebecca Alice Nash. Kim Huang Nguyen. Kira Teresa O'Sullivan. Bachelor of Communication, Media Arts and Production, Bachelor of Creative Intelligence and Innovation, Claire Elizabeth Hanna. Dana Kefali Nul. Isabella Rose MacDonald. Rashmi Lakshini Mohoti. Chi Chi Zhu. Bachelor of Communication, Public Communication, Bachelor of Creative Intelligence and Innovation, Madison Bursell. Jennifer Lambert. Nicola Panopoulos. Gabriella Page Richardson. Sophie Jane E. Vanessa Young. Bachelor of Communication, Social and Political Sciences, Bachelor of Creative Intelligence and Innovation, Alana Catherine Matza. Georgia Tui. Bachelor of Design in Animation, Bachelor of Creative Intelligence and Innovation, Mon Mon Lee. Clara Eva Guohong Smith. Bachelor of Design in Interior Architecture, Bachelor of Creative Intelligence and Innovation, Talia Klimt. Bachelor of Design in Visual Communication, Bachelor of Creative Intelligence and Innovation, Stephanie Sambujo. Bachelor of Laws, Bachelor of Creative Intelligence and Innovation, Lucy Ruth Southwick. Bachelor of Science in Environmental Sciences, Bachelor of Creative Intelligence and Innovation, Jessica Connie Marie Respal. Bachelor of Technology and Innovation, Kayla Rose D'Souza. Jake Armstrong Harley. Bettina Liang. Charles Sheshar. Patrick Stellino. Jackson Lawrence Tate. Courtney Alexandra Tong. Haley Jade Tullich.
Emeritus Professor Millthorpe, this concludes the presentation of graduates from the TD School.
I now invite Professor Bronwyn Dalton, Head of Department Management, Management Discipline Group of the UTS Business School to present graduates.
Emeritus Professor Milthorpe, I invite graduates in the UTS Business School to stand. Emeritus Professor Milthorpe, the UTS Council has resolved that candidates recommended to it by the Faculty Board in Business as eligible for awards have completed all requirements of a course of study approved by the Board and has conferred these awards upon them. Emeritus Professor Milthorpe, I now present those graduates from the UTS Business School who are here before you to acknowledge the awards for which they have qualified.
On behalf of the Council of the University of Technology, Sydney, I congratulate graduates on their achievements in obtaining the awards for which they have qualified.
Graduates, please be seated. Emeritus Professor Milthorpe, UTS Business School conducts innovative research across all major business disciplines. Our aim is to produce research which is not only academically excellent, but also knowledge that impacts the world in which we live. Emeritus Professor Milthorpe, I present to you a graduate receiving his doctoral research degree. The following student has graduated with a Doctor of Philosophy: James Gregory Joachim. And my colleague as well. See, we hire after you graduate. For a thesis entitled "In Pursuit of What Might Be, Exploring the Use of Design Thinking in Sport Organisations." Greg was supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Associate Professor Nico Shulenkov and Co-Supervisor Dr. Katie Schlenker and Alternative Supervisor Dr. Stephen Frawley. Emeritus Professor, I present to you Dr. James Gregory Joachim. Emeritus Professor Milthorpe, we will now present to you our coursework graduates receiving awards today.
The following students have graduated with the Master of Business Administration: Le Ying Cui, Andrew Mark Dyson, Maria Monica Gonzalez Valencia, Harsha Samantha Mutukuda, Holly May Sarah, Sanaya Ashish Soka, Pranay Shrimali, Afrin Sarafali Tinwala, Master of Event Management, Soila Wakani Kabinu. Pimpon Kanyana Pachara. Tanvi Ganesh Naik. Annette Marie Ott-Barnett. Foram Rakesh Pandya. Xiaoqin Yang. Master of Financial Analysis, Arjun Adhikari. Merino Sutakar. Master of Financial Planning and Graduate Diploma in Financial Planning with Distinction, Sasha Faye Boulding. Master of Human Resource Management, Arunav Dasdeep. Radha Mukesh Kumar Godasara. Pragati Singh. Julia Barbara Walsh. Master of Management, Khushbu Agarwal. Solomon Asalemo. Anchal Ashok Bhutani. Peter Leslie Bourbon. Monica Chilukala. Wendy Ho. Vishal Bibishan Lomate. Muskan Kaur Mehendarata. Waura Patra Ratanachai. Srijan Sharma. Master of Not-for-Profit and Social Enterprise Management, Jemima Claire McMurray. Shabnam Mustari. Master of Professional Accounting, Jie Ing Chen. Shubham Gandotra. Shriya Pradhananga. Master of Sport Management, Brinda Maheshbai Charola. Soren Sharma. Jeremy Sleiman. Master of Strategic Supply Chain Management, Tanvir Pravin Atavar. Ipsita Das. Sheikh Farjana Hasnin. Huzaifa Youssef Betiwala. Sanya Reshmi. Tommy Surya Tirtana. Bachelor of Management with Distinction, Bachelor of Arts in International Studies, Therese Mala Beach. Bachelor of Management with Credit, Bachelor of Arts in International Studies, Alicia Christina Jackson. Bachelor of Accounting with Distinction, Avanti Cecilia Gomez. Kimberly May Hodge. Nicholas David Hodge. Sachin Kapoor. Megan Loon. Christine Marie Ma. Sophie Ann Newton. Bachelor of Management with Distinction, Hannah Louise Allam. Christian David Angelkowski. Maria Billitz. Natalie Dignan. Sonia Florio. Gabrielle Marie Juinindi. Jacob James Heinrich. Lauren Martin. Megha Mehta. Nidhi Mehta. Geordie Middleton. Hannah Munns. Tran Miha Wing. Bailey Grace Shepherd. Samira Subramaniam. Konstantina Tserbos. Bachelor of Management with Credit, Leah Abelnakis. Lucy Chloe Brownhill. Monica Corollo. Ashton Chalmers. Evangelia Cummins. Cindy Dung. Milan Dave. Natasha Duflo. Jessica Dunphy. Lucinda Alexandra Fielding. Sarah Rose Giannini. Christine Hinson. Molly Johnson. Jocelyn Jana Kuniawan. Victoria Liu. Talia Lovelace. Sabrina Mansour. Lisa Pham. Jade Posadas. Daniela Romeo. Lauren Tor. Vivian Dang Chan. Julia Tsukos. Chi Lok Wong. Bachelor of Business, Holly Castro. Bachelor of Management, Sarah McLaren. Hao Ching Chen De. Kemalawati Wahiu Widayat. From the Faculty of Health, Bachelor of Nursing with Distinction, Bronwyn Dingley. From the UTS Business School, Bachelor of Business with Credit, Nathaniel Laksana. Master of Human Resource Management, Trần Zi Wu.
Emeritus Professor Milthorpe, this concludes the presentation of graduates from the UTS Business School. Emeritus Professor Milthorpe, before I introduce our occasional guest speaker, I too wish to add my congratulations to our new graduates. Introducing our amazing guest speaker, occasional speaker today, Professor Ben Lahunt is an internationally published novelist and an expert in the field of creative intelligence, thinking creatively across disciplinary constraints. She is the Director of Learning and Teaching in the TD School at UTS, as well as the founding course director of the multi-award-winning Bachelor of Creative Intelligence and Innovation, aka BCII. She teaches creative thinking, theory and practice across many disciplines, from anthropology to media and creative writing, and works with academics from across all faculties at UTS, as well as with an industry partnership base of over 2,000 individuals to create and support this world-first multi-award-winning, future-facing transdisciplinary degree. That's a lot of adjectives. And deserved. In her previous professional life, BEM has focused on digital innovation, educating consumers, clients, students and colleagues on the creative potential of the next generation technology since the time she was creative director on the launch of Microsoft Windows 95. She has worked through 3 decades across a broad range of creative industries, from advertising and journalism to publishing and new media. She's been a creative consultant, creative director, brand consultant and copywriter in the UK, Australia and in India for over 500 brands across a diverse range of media, covering the world's most successful blue chip companies and from everything from social enterprises to startups. BEM's research interests lie in learning for individual and collective transformation, as well as in the thinking, theory and practice of creativity. She has a passion for introducing trailblazing educational and organisational innovation, and a belief that our stories and our work as educators have the power to change the world. But that's not all. She's also written 4 novels. Her latest is Elephants with Headlights. Her novels, short stories, articles and commentaries are published internationally and to critical acclaim. It gives me great pleasure to invite Professor Ben Lahunt to deliver our occasional address.
Professor Milthorpe, I'd like to acknowledge Emeritus Professor, members of Council, staff, distinguished guests, graduates and their families and friends. As mentioned earlier, I'm a novelist, and today I'm wearing my storyteller's hat. Now, we don't realise that we all live in a story. We have natural bookends, incredible highs and enormous challenges. And every good story has a gift, so this occasional address is my gift to you. Graduates, I wish the story ahead of you to be expansive and glorious, deeply fulfilling and inspirational. But the story is not just about us as individuals. I've divided this occasional address into 3 segments, borrowed from the work of Harvard scholar Marshall Ganz. I'm going to talk about the story of self, the story of us, and the story of now. And in keeping with the spirit of occasional addresses, I will give advice to you for all three of these. So first, the story of self. We each sit in a singular body, looking through different eyes at an extraordinary world. And we do this whilst holding an inner world within our inner gaze. Graduates, I want you to close your eyes for a minute and take yourself back to that moment when you began your journey with us at UTS. Try and be present again to that feeling, perhaps that first class, or even that feeling of leaving the house or saying goodbye to loved ones as you made your way to UTS for the first time, perhaps even as a first in family to go to university. What were your perceptions of newness and change and your anticipation of the story ahead? The nerves, excitement. You were a different person then, perhaps, and I want you to acknowledge and honour for a moment the transformative potential of learning, the changes that have taken place between now and then, the inner changes, as well as the changes that have rocked our world. Thank you. Please open your eyes. Now I'd like you to think of the story that lies ahead for a moment. The Foundation for Young Australians claims you will have 17 jobs in your lifetime across 5 entirely different fields. Here, we're in the world of extreme storytelling, a radical generational shift in the way that a story is told. As a character in that story, you're going to need extreme resilience. So my first piece of advice is this: always balance striving with your thriving. Further advice: keep learning, keep transforming, because knowledge is not going to sit still. In the BCII, I wrote an assessment that many of you in the audience as students would have done. It involved radical reading practices, reading from nature, reading the past, the present, reading from objects and technologies in a creative way in order to act, reading also from books and journal articles and media. Learning is going to require this extreme sense of openness and connectedness. And the world is changing faster than ever, so make sure you keep up with it. Make the most profound contribution through your learning. My next piece of advice: in this world of learning, there are many knowledges, but only one knower, you. So look after that inner world, because this is where your knower resides. In the BCII, we have a curriculum for being, not just knowing, because we combine with 26 degrees and cannot teach depth in each and every one of these. This curriculum for being speaks to an education that is, in many ways, something that is innate. It's about inner capacity that is earned and learned. It delivers capacities for problem solving, creative thinking, futures thinking, entrepreneurial thinking, understanding complexity, making positive change happen. It's about an inner wisdom, a kind of self-knowledge. In a world of many knowledges and only one knower, you need to back yourself, the protagonist, the maker, shaker, and shapeshifter of this story of yours. Another piece of advice: dignify your talents. One of my dear friends, author Libby Haythorne, says that the only way you can dignify your talent is by giving those talents time. So give yourself time to nurture your talents. My favourite way of backing myself is through a daily meditation practice. Again, building resilience, but also capacity for creative thinking, for learning, and for contributing. I consider it to be my superpower. It took 4 evenings to learn, and it's been paying dividends for the past 32 years. So find your superpower. It will serve as the golden thread of your narrative. Back yourself when you're applying for jobs, and don't give in to self-limiting beliefs. And don't just do those 17 jobs that come your way, but shape them. Shape them in a way that allows you to make the most of your authentic contribution. And make that contribution wherever you can, in the spirit of service and generosity and humility. Next, I'd like to introduce the story of us with a quote from Benjamin Franklin that I just love. It's one of my all-time favourites. Now, when Franklin was signing the American Declaration of Independence, he famously said these words: "We must all hang together, or most assuredly, we will hang separately." It was a moment when one leader had to summon an unimaginable collective power. So my next piece of advice: consider how you might work and lead the collective power demanded by these times. And a crucial piece of advice here is to find purpose in this shared work. Because unless you find purpose in some small or large way, the work may not hold enough meaning for you or your colleagues to justify the time and effort it takes to do that good work. Next piece of advice: commit to the bigger story, the better story, the story that is big enough to include not just the flourishing of humans, but the beyond human world, and bring people with you. And you know something? If you have a big enough vision for your work, that work will never be done in a single lifetime. So be at peace with that. The story of now, Act 3. So we arrive at the story of now, this moment, the only moment when any sort of change can and does happen. I'd like to invite you once again to close your eyes and recognize this moment of now. Feel the intensity in this ritual space and the story of us in the now. Sense all of us in this room, your fellow graduates, the staff who guided you through the past few years, and so importantly, your family and your friends. We're all in the Great Hall together. None of us exist in isolation. Embed and remember this moment of now. Feel the gratitude, and when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. This story of now sees you graduating in a time of eco-social crisis, in a global pandemic that still seethes. Yet we cannot curse the darkness. In the words of one of my favorite poets and songwriters, the late Leonard Cohen, there is a crack in everything, and that's how the light gets in. One of my students taught me about the concept of applied hope, which warrants sharing today. This is not about being blindly hopeful, but being hopeful in an applied way. Blind hope is dangerous. We cannot get away with it. You cannot get away with it. You know too much. You've been privileged to have a university education. So apply hope to every context that needs it, along with large doses of love and care and connectedness. The changes we hope to make in the now are important ones. I wish upon you the capacity to be fully present and successful in the now, and to use this power of the now to act, to serve, and to flourish. And finally, any fortunate hero going off on a journey requires some charms for the challenges ahead. So I offer you these story charms. May you have the spirit of service, purpose, humility, and applied hope as your amulet. May you always have gratitude as your talisman. And may you take as your lucky charm in the years ahead all the love and pride that thickens the air of the Great Hall today, this very special day of your graduation. Heartfelt congratulations.
would like to take this opportunity to thank our occasional speaker for the address on this important day for you as UTS graduates. It's a very hard act to follow, somebody with those impressive attributes, Em. So I'm not going to try too hard to emulate them, because that would be impossible. But I would like you to remember those 3 stories and the associated pieces of advice as you go out into the world, and think about how it is that you interact within yourself and within your peers, and in fact with the world as a whole, as we face very significant challenges across a whole wide area of both social and environmental problems as we head into the next decades. But you do, as Ben has said, have the power within yourselves to be able to make that great change. And that, in fact, is one of the wonderful things about getting a graduate level education. It gives you that power to do wonderful things, especially armed as you will be with the amulets and charms that you've reached today. So please join me again in thanking Ben for a very inspiring address. Finally, I'd like to acknowledge the family and guests who are here with us today, and those who are at home or watching. On behalf of the graduates, we thank you for your support that you've shown the graduates throughout their studies. So let me say that the best wishes and the pride of the university go with each and every UTS graduate. Congratulations again.
Presiding Chancellor, graduates, guests, and members of the UTS community, the occasional address concludes the formal proceedings of the ceremony. The academic procession is about to leave the Great Hall. Would the congregation please rise for the academic procession?